Hey guys, welcome back to my channel here. This is Pedro Fame. We're back with another video for you guys. As you can see, I have my tablet connected to the external monitor. So today we're going to be going ahead and doing the video on Final Cut Pro. I've been playing with it for a couple of days. I didn't want to put out a video in the same day because there were some issues that I didn't know if they were true issues or not. So I didn't want to say it and then it just be wrong. But yeah, there's some issues here with Final Cut that I don't know what is really going on. In my opinion, Final Cut is not what I thought it was. I thought it was very different. It's nowhere near what anybody I think would have thought of when doing this. It was something that I definitely, for sure, didn't see coming when it came to how it was going to work on the iPad. It's been a little funky, as you can say. I don't really know how else to really put it. It's been very odd. It's not a it's not a pro application like we thought it was gonna be. When they first announced it, I think for sure it's at best, something that is blah. I don't really know what else to really go off of, honestly, on that. It's pretty bad in terms of what it has on here. It's cool features. For $5 a month, let's just say that's exactly what you get. It's $5 worth of work, $5 worth of what you get. It's very odd. You don't have a weird thing is you don't have a cut. You don't have external. You can't export this to an external SSD like you could in the DaVinci one, which is free, which is the video that you guys are looking at here that I'm showing you guys on Final Cut. There's just weird things that Apple completely left off. I don't know, and I don't want to say that this is never going to be a good product. As an early adopter, not worth it. I'm just going to be straight up honest with you. It is so, there's too many things that they skip out on that would make this not a competitor. It's not prime time. Like, it's not ready to take over your Mac editing. It's in any way, shape, or form. I thought it would at least be a nice companion to it. Is it that? In certain respects, yes. In other respects, no. So there's different it's different in terms of there's multiple ways that you could interact with it that make it sort of like a companion in terms of, like, if you want to animate real quick, if you want to put anything here, it's really nice to do so and then send it to your Mac to finish. And when I mean even finish, I mean really you're only using this honestly to chop up footage a little bit. I mean, I wouldn't even say you could fully chop it up because you don't have a cut button at all, so it's not like you could just cut your footage in half or anything. You pretty much just have multicam animations that you want to add to certain spots. If you want to add like titles. You can in effects, titles and transitions. There's not that very many of them, to be honest with you. I was playing with this for a little while to see like what are the sounds that they have, what are some of the different features that they offer. The transitions aren't great, and here are some that you guys can see throughout. None of them really do it for me. Same thing with effects, video and audio. Titles are very bland, very eh. This is going to be very third party based. You can't add LUTs to any of your videos, so that's a huge loss there. You can't add plugins, another huge loss there. So this pretty much makes it impossible for you to edit an entire video that's actually going to be professionally used, or you want to put a sort of professional video out on YouTube. You really can't use this. You really have to use your Mac at that point. It's really, it really sucks because I thought that you could, at least for me, with my basic edit use and projects, I thought I could at least use this for editing certain things and just touch up in DaVinci, because that's my editor of use. That's what I've gone with. As you guys know, I did use Filmmaker. I used Final Cut Pro, I used Adobe Premiere, and I've been with DaVinci for a while, for over a year now, almost. I think that is easily my number one. So not easily, I would say Final Cut Pro and DaVinci are even for me. Just obviously one's free, one's $300, so why not just use the free version that you can still get most of your work done. That's kind of my whole appeal and spiel about it, but it's not really, this isn't really good for anything but short form editing. Like if you're gonna post on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Snapchat Stories, this is perfect for that, because this is going to give you all the tools that you're going to need for it and nothing more. So if you're expecting something more, this isn't the device for you. Like I said, there's no third-party support currently. Apple did state that there was going to be third-party support coming. So that's why I said early adoption is very rough right now. Like, it's a very rough edge, and I think Apple put it out because people were demanding it, but I really don't think Apple put any real effort into this other than making it usable for a touch interface, adding basic things that you would use. I do think Apple will eventually add a lot of these features in, at least hopefully, but the price will go up then at that point. I think early adoption is $5 a month. I totally see Apple in the future bumping this to $10 a month, or having a subscription system where it's tiered, where you have $5, a $10, maybe something else, where the features get more and more unlocked as you go up in the tiers. I totally could see Apple doing that. First off, would it be something that I'm going to keep on my iPad? No. I think I am, after this 1 month free trial, definitely don't see a reason why I would keep this when DaVinci Resolve's free version literally has the same shortcomings as this. So I don't really see a real reason to say that this is the one I would choose over DaVinci, other than it's an Apple version. If you try exporting, it's pretty slow on the M1. I mean, I'll export it for you guys here, and you guys can see. do. Let me see. I guess I would download it. Keep it there. Oh, well, that was obviously because I didn't do anything. Okay, hold on. Video, my bad. Here you go. So you have presets like default, high quality, smaller file size, social platforms. Social platforms is obviously is good for like Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat. The default preset is good for is Vimeo, YouTube, Rumble, things like that. You have your video codecs here, HVAC 264. And then I'm telling the app ProRes H264 is what I use typically, which is the SDR log, file type. I think they're all, it's either MO4 or MP4. Then you can choose the resolution. Then at that point, I'll scale it down a little bit just so it doesn't go too long. And then you can see here that the percentages and stuff. Is it worth it compared to what I currently have? Obviously not. I have an M1 Max chip, so I mean I would have been done with this footage by now. Like, that's just how fast it pretty much is when it comes to editing videos, and I love it personally more than this by a lot. This is so depressing in terms of like what we were thinking, but that's on us as creators for thinking that Apple was gonna do this the best way first. Apple has never done that. Apple will always make it rough for first early adopters and then get better as time goes. Also, multi-layering videos, can't do any big edits, can't do any, you can't do your whole setup on here. It's just, that's just pretty much what I kind of wanted to get to. It's just not there yet. If you see any videos on YouTube regarding it, they all say the same thing. Not worth it, not there yet. Has large ways to go. Definitely not prepared for the big time. For sure, it's just not ready for professionals to use this over the Mac version. That's for sure. Especially with not being able to do LUTs, presets, plugins. Doesn't have a real way of cutting anything. You don't have a lot of features that you just have on Mac. I think Apple's next move should definitely be working on this, getting this to be better. By iPadOS 17, when it finally drops, I'm hoping that at least some features could be added. I'm hoping third-party support comes for sure, because I think this is just way too bland for the effects, transitions, titles, backgrounds, objects, soundtracks. We need third-party support heavy, and that's just pretty much where I'm at with this. So if you guys are looking for my opinion here, I'm just gonna tell you the truth that it is not worth it. But that's just how I feel about it. You guys make your own opinions. Check it out. It's a month free. You don't even gotta pay for it, really. Just make sure to like, subscribe, hit notification bell. Thank you guys for watching my latest video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.